Saratov, the home side, taking on Pinar, Karsiyaka of Turkey. Two teams who have made a pretty solid start to their Basketball Champions League campaign. 2 wins and 1 defeat for each of these two sides. Avtodor starting with a win over the Ukrainian side, Kimik, followed that up with another victory over Karsiyaka Basket of Finland before their defeat to the Romanian side, Oradea, last week. These are the games for week 4 in Group B. Kimik taking on Karsiyaka. And plenty of other fascinating games to look at as well today and tomorrow. Venezia playing in Maccabi Ran Media and Le Mans Satra taking on Oradea, the Romanians. So plenty to look forward to in Group B alone, and of course across the rest of the Basketball Champions League. Karsiyaka also starting with 2 wins and a defeat. They beat Oradea in week 1 before losing to Venezia in week 2, and they got the better of Maccabi Ran Media a week ago in what was their first home game in the Basketball Champions League. This then the 3rd that they have played on the road. But there are in fact 4 teams who have made good starts to the group. Everybody has lost at least once, but those top 4 all have managed 2 out of 3 wins so far, including these two sides and Le Mans and Maccabi Ran Media as well. Saratov will go to Rishon LeZion in Israel to play Maccabi Ran Media next week. They've had a pretty difficult start to their domestic campaign as well, having lost 4 of their opening 5 games. And they have had a little bit of time off, but this is what they're up against today, the Pinar Karsiyaka roster. And it includes some names worth keeping an eye on. Kevin Dillard set the record for the number of assists in a Basketball Champions League game, 12 of those last week against Maccabi Ran Media. Another one to look out for is Juan Summers, who's averaging 13 points per game at the moment. As Saratov go, well, look no further than number 8, Brandon Fraser. The 24-year-old averaging 17 points and 7.3 assists so far. Nick Minerath as well, the number 41. The key man as well, with 5.3 rebounds on average so far in this season's Basketball Champions League. Juan Summers though, and Brandon Fraser, possibly the 2 to keep an eye out for, the key players tonight for their respective sides. Three wins and 2 defeats so far in the Turkish Basketball Super League for Karsiyaka. They beat Besiktas 82-77 at home on Saturday. They are one of 4 Turkish sides in the Basketball Champions League, one of whom came through qualifying. That was Murat Uşak Sportiv, of course. Saratov are the only Russian outfit in this season's competition.
Представляем вам участников сегодняшнего матча. Let me introduce the teams of the game. Команда Pinar, Каршияка, Измир, Турция. Номер 1, number 1, Kevin Dillard.
The players just being introduced onto the court at the moment. We are in Saratov, which is a city on the Volga River in Russia. And this Kристалл arena holds around about 6,000 spectators for basketball. It's used for ice hockey as well. They finished runners-up in the top tier of Russian basketball on 4 occasions, most recently in 1999, and played in the 2nd tier and the 3rd tier at times between 2004 and 2014 before returning to the top flight. In the last 2 seasons since their promotion, they have taken part in European competitions as well. They finished 6th in the regular season in the 2015-16 campaign before losing to Zenit St. Petersburg in the quarterfinals. Coached by Sergei Mokin, who's been in charge since 2014, up against Nenad Markovic, the 48-year-old Bosnian, who took over at Karsiyaka in the summer after leaving Trabzonspor. He's a former player, of course, who played in several countries: Bosnia, Spain, Italy, Israel, to name a few, and there are more as well. The home team just being introduced to the crowd here. Can they make it? 3 wins from their opening 4 games in Group B. Remember, it is a 14-game stage of this competition. The regular season consists of 14 rounds of matches in these 8-team groups. So a couple of defeats early on, not a disaster, but you want to get off to the best possible start. Certainly so far, these two will be pretty satisfied with the way things have gone. It was a bit of a surprise defeat for Saratov in the last game against the Romanian side, Oradea. After good wins over Kimmich and Kataya, they'll be confident of getting back to winning ways here against the Turkish side, who themselves have had a bit of a mixed start. Their only defeat coming at the hands of the Italians, Umana Reia Venezia. First of 2 meetings, of course, between these two sides. They will go head-to-head again in Turkey early in the new year. 4th of January is the date for that one. And one of these two will be looking to get revenge, but a difficult one to call tonight. Apostolos Kalpakas, the Swede, is heading the team of referees, along with Petr Hrusa and Arturas Sukis of the Czech Republic and Lithuania, respectively. You can have a look at the starting 5 for the Turkish outfit. Kevin Dillard, that man who produced 12 assists last week to set a Champions League record. Juan Summers, such a key member of that starting 5 as well, and the big man Josh Owens, also an important member of the team. And there is Nenad Markovic, the head coach. As I say, played and has coached all over the place. Olympiacos and Limoges among the many clubs that he's played for. And this is the starting 5 for Avtodor. It does include Brandon Fraser, who has been the standout player by far in the competition so far for the Russian outfit. 17-point average and 7.3 assist average as well. Sergei Mokin, the 60-year-old, over 2 years in charge at this basketball club now. We are just a couple of minutes from getting started here. Promises to be quite a contest.
So they don't give them time to set up rule different game. Let's start with this 5. Roll quick behind for alley-oop or this guy for pass back. Okay, Jay, you are there. Okay, Tony follow behind.
So nearly ready to go then in the Basketball Champions League here at the Cristal Arena in Saratov. The home team are the top point scorers in this group, 278 points in their 3 games so far. They will play in the white with the Turkish side in the red and green. We are nearly ready to get started now in week 4 of the Basketball Champions League. So welcome along to the Cristal Arena in Saratov. Avtodor Saratov against Pinar Karsiyaka in the Basketball Champions League is underway. Week 4 of the regular season. And both of these sides going in search of a 3rd win of the campaign so far. The Russians in the white. Smooth possession here for Fraser, the key man. The Saratov lineup. Dillard penalised early on here. Travelling called early on. Possession given away as a result of that. Kolesnikov. Turkish side in possession for the first time in the game, looking for a bright start here in what is their 3rd game on the road in the Champions League, and they have got themselves off the mark early on. Jacob and Brown getting things started here for the Turkish outfit. It's easy here for him, and Stockton trying to reply. Foul is called again. It's Kevin Dillard. Here's Fraser. Fraser looking for the pass out wide. It's a decent one. Nicely moved into the middle and put away easily by Minareth. It's easy too for Nick Minareth. Levels it up here for the Russians. As Karsiyaka respond with 2 of their own. Pontika off the mark. Mateusz Pontika. On the Turkish side, the lead again. Now we're getting going here in the opening quarter. Travelling is called once again. This time against Artem Klimenko. 7-foot centre. Singled out there by the referee. This is Brown. Nice pass inside, and it's put up and in by Pontika once again. Pass goes outside for the 3, and it's good. Good response that from Kolesnikov. First 3-pointer of the night. Lovely shot that from Kolesnikov. Brown just lost control of that here, and the fast break is on. It's the alley-oop and the finish from Minareth again. Superbly done. Wonderful play that from Saratov. Just like that, they take the lead, 7-6 as response comes immediately here from Karsiyaka, an unsuccessful one. This is Stockton. Finally put up and missed. Might be another chance here. Klemenko is a handful. The big man, difficult to deal with in the middle. As Kolesnikov goes in again. And it dealing with it this time, and this is Dillard. He's lost it, and another fast break is on, and this is going to be Pinar again with another dunk. 6 points. And a 3-point lead for the Russian side. Bonica. The shot from Brown. It's a very easy one there that he couldn't quite put away. Dillard now goes for three. He misses it. Minarath gathers, and the long throw out to Fraser, who fails to make it count. And Dillard is trying to settle things down here. Pinar Karsiyaka having put themselves in front early on, now trail by 3. Dillard's going to have to hurry here, just a couple of seconds left, got it away in time, couldn't make it count. Stockton, the pass out once again, it's a successful 3-point attempt from Kolesnikov. A 6-point lead opened up here by Avtodor. Dillard. And again. Bonica. Pass out to Dillard again. This is Brown. 3 on the shot clock. Gets it in from outside. 3 more for Karsiyaka, but the response from Stockton is immediate. They are so quick to get down the court here. A 5-point lead for the Russians now with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. It doesn't last too long though. Bonica adding another 2 to his personal tally. Flurry of scoring from both teams. We have a 3-point game here at 14-11. Shot from Fraser for 3. Off the rim and claimed by the number 35-1 Summers. Now it's Brown. Dillard. Into Owens, who'll finish it. The slam from Owens. Pinar Karsiyaka breathing down the neck of their opponents now. The 1-point difference as the 3 misses, and Owens tries to claim the rebound. Kolesnikov almost succeeding in taking that right out of his hands. Minarath's attempt, and Kolesnikov claiming that he didn't get the final touch there. Pretty pulsating opening quarter so far. Entertaining first 6 minutes. Promising start. Summers to Brown, nice pass. Out it comes again for 3, no good this time. This is harmlessly away. Decision going the way of Avtodor Saratov. Fraser. Travelling called against Michael Carrera. Still just a 1-point game here. Good flow to this at the moment. Dillard gets it back again from Brown. Dillard looking for Owens, and inadvertently stolen back there as Fraser puts up his two and misses. Minarat is there to finish it off though. Minarat is flying at the moment, 8 points of the 16 have come from him so far. Dillard, it's loose and it's stolen here. Fraser able to keep it alive, little untidy. In the end it comes to nothing. Begul able to get back and prevent the opposition from capitalising on the mistake. Dillard just beaten to it there, and Fraser, well, had he been able to pick it up around about the halfway line, it would have been different. Here's the response from the Russians. It's very nice indeed from Kolyushkin. Maxim Kolyushkin made that look easy. Lays it up for a 5-point lead. Brown. It's the pass out wide. It was intended for Owens. Sabelin making sure it didn't reach him. It's a nice easy two for Brown. Challenged. Two more for him. It's been a good start as well. 7 points now. Jacob and Brown. And Stockton draws the foul. We'll go to the line here. Try and restore that 5-point advantage for the home side. Michael Stockton missing that first one. Nailing the second, no problem. A 4-point lead for Avtodor. 1:40 left on the clock in the first quarter. Foul is called. So Tomislav Zipcic is penalised. Brown. Begul. This is Brown. He puts it up for Owens, who has fouled and makes the shot as well. How was this for a little bit of improvisation? Nicely done by Owens. Josh Owens will go to the line as well to get the extra point here. He's missed the chance to make it a 1-point game. Move the ball quickly again. As the three goes up and in. 5-point lead is restored there. Kolyushkin. Brown. And the pass inside back to Brown there from Summers. It's come to nothing here for Karsiyaka. Avtodor looking to make the most of that, but it's come to Owens. Oh, what a brilliant attempt at a block there. That is superb. Owens denied. How about that from Carrera? Foul was called, but it was some block. might even deny Owens a point if he fails to make this, which he has. Stockton. Inside it goes. Zabalin puts it up and in easily off the glass there from Zabalin. As we close in on the end of the first quarter here, it's a 6-point lead for the home side. 24-18 for the Russians. As Brown finds Owens. Now Begul will put the 3 up here. Just a little short. Off the rim and gathered easily by Zubcic. This is Stockton. Stockton doing it alone. Couldn't quite make it count, but Summers lost it. Now it's picked up and the 3. And was that in time? I don't think it was. I think the buzzer had already gone. Kalyushkin convinced that he made that. Oh, that is very, very tight. Might have to review this one. Zubcic adamant that it should count. Just keep an eye on the clock there, just above the basket. Almost down to 0. No, it had gone down, I think, before he got the shot away. I think the referee called that right. Does not count, it does not count. 24-18. The referee got it right first time around. A fascinating first quarter, and it's going well at the moment for the Russian side.
We need to play defense early. We thought if we have any problems. Okay.
So 6-point lead for the home side here. Avtodor Saratov leading 24-18 against Pinar Karsiyaka. It's arguably the play of the game so far, the alley-oop. Slam finish from Nick Minarath. Minarath has been outstanding so far. Leading his side in the point-scoring department at the moment with 8. Shkovan Brown has 7 for the visitors, who are down by 6 here as we prepare to restart this second quarter. And away we go, second quarter. With the visiting side looking to make a little bit of an inroad into this lead that the Russians have built up so far. It's a nice pass inside, and the finish is good as well. Ponitka with another 2. He made a valuable contribution so far. Zubcic goes for the 3. Oh, nails it from long range. Absolutely superb that from Zubcic. Pass goes astray here. Karsiyaka guilty of just a few errors at times in this game so far. Pass to nobody, that one. Pass into Pinar with another slam finish. And he's into double figures for the night. Terrific start to the game from him. It's another loose pass. Bagul unable to hold it there from Owens. Another three, just a little short this time. Zubcic again. Stockton. Foul is called. First foul of this second quarter. Ponitka is the guilty man this time. Pinar couldn't put it up this time. Break is on, but Ponitka losing it. Just been a little sloppy in possession. The start of this second quarter so far. Pinar Karsiyaka. Stockton. Now Zubcic. Stockton again. Stockton puts up a three. A little bit short, and Summers has hold of it. He's seen the best of Dewan Summers so far. No doubt his time will come in this game. Here he is now. Summers puts it up for two. It's good. Passing quickly to Pinar, and what a finish that is! Spectacular. Timeout is called, but how about this? That is the play of the game by far.
You ran enough, but it's not enough.
Группа поддержки команды Автодор.
Switch all pick and rolls. Switch all pick and rolls aggressive. Okay, aggressive. Aggressive. Play again 1-4.
Pinar is leading the way at the moment as far as the point scoring is concerned. 12 points for Pinar. Stunning performance from him so far. Absolutely spectacular play from the home side just moments ago, just before the timeout. Pinar Karsiyaka down by 9 now. And this is Dillard. Into Summers. Now Brown. Still Brown, it'll come out for the three, which is no good. Up it goes again, and this time the finish is an easy one for Brent Petway. They needed that, desperate need of some points in this second quarter. Karsiyaka. Saratov starting to edge away. Pinar puts up another two, and a little bit surprisingly, wasn't able to make it count. Meantime, Zubcic was being held there by Summers. His second foul. Karsiyaka.
Замена у Автодора. На площадку вернулся Артем.
Cross inside here, and shot was short from Carrera. Karsiyaka's shooting has been more accurate so far, but their passing has left something to be desired. Pinar has picked it up. Just got out of Carrera's hands. All got a bit scrappy. Pinar does draw the foul. Can increase his personal tally here. 12 points so far. Nicholas Pinar, the 6'8" forward. First one was good, second one's good as well. And the 9-point lead is restored. This is Dillard now. Karsiyaka need to start racking up some points. They can't afford all these fruitless trips to the basket here. This is Fraser. To the middle again and outside for three. And it's no good. The rebound was put in, but the whistle had already gone. Decision going against the Russians there, as you could see from the replay, just above the rim. Much to choose from these two as far as points in the paint go. It's an excellent rebound, and it's put in brilliantly. It's more like it from Summers. Starting to make his mark here. Pass intended for Pinar again. Stockton looking to pick him out. That's worked a couple of times already. This time he seemed to get caught by Brown. Brown just seemed to position himself underneath the danger man for Saratov. Russian side. Still in a very strong position here. Looking to make it even stronger. Pinar making the move. He's put it in. No, he hasn't. Nearly repeated trick that he's successfully performed on more than one occasion so far tonight. It's another fairly straightforward attempt missed there, though, by the Turkish team, who will be made to pay for these missed opportunities. Fraser. Pinar out to Fraser. Fraser for three. No good this time. Summers with the rebound. This is for Karsiyaka. Dillard is hobbling off at the moment. We'll have to see just whether that is going to be a serious problem or not. It is a worry for Karsiyaka. They could do with him. Set that record for assists, as I mentioned earlier. And they've missed yet another chance. It's Bonitka, who was making them count early on, couldn't make it count, whereas Fraser succeeds at the other end. Been a fairly quiet night so far for Brendan Fraser. Here is Summers for three. No good again. And the pass intercepted by Begul, and puts it up and gets it to go. Much needed that for Pinar Karsiyaka. Seven-point lead, could be cut to 8 here. And it is. So only slightly worse off than they were at the end of the first quarter. Up it goes again. Well, something that has worked on a couple of occasions. Fraser looking for Minarat this time. Just lost control of it there. The alley-oop pass almost resulting in yet another slam for Minarat. So timeout is called. This would have been pretty spectacular. Just left his hand a little early. Brimming with confidence, Minarat having made some pretty spectacular shots and taken part in some pretty impressive plays so far. Klemenko with 4 rebounds, but Minarat is the man driving this Avtodor Saratov team forward at this stage. Stockton as well, 5 assists for him. But it is only a 6-point lead. Karsiyaka have managed to get themselves back into a reasonably good position, given where they had fallen to a couple of minutes ago, and now they're looking even better. It's a 3 from Brown, who moves into double figures. And it is now just a 3-point game. Karsiyaka have responded well. Pass goes out wide, moving it quickly. Fraser puts up the 3, in it goes. And now he's finding his form. It's 5 points for Brendan Fraser. For Fraser. 6-point lead re-established, but for how long? Not very long. Ponitka with another 3. He moves into double figures as well, 11 points. So it's played in towards Minarat, who was closed down very quickly there by Summers. Summers onto him very, very quickly there. Fraser. Minarat thought about the 3, fake, and goes in. Gives away the foul. Ponitka ends up sprawled out on the floor. 2:24 left in the first half. Avtodor Saratov still have the lead. Referee just checking that the court is in playable condition. Back and away we go here. 3 points the difference. Brown finds Summers, who puts up the three. The follow-up successful here for the Turkish side. Fraser. And another three attempted, no good this time from Kolesnikov. Has made a couple from that kind of range. Similar position as well. Enjoy that time. Karsiyaka. I was going to say, can they close the gap? But it's been thrown away here. A little bit of help from Kolesnikov there. Seemed to bounce off the knee of Begul. Brandon Fraser. Zabalin. Kolesnikov goes up, misses, but it should be two. No. Missed opportunity again, and now it's the Russians who are just starting to waste the odd chance. Jakovan Brown, and Petway puts up the three. It would have leveled things up. He misses as well. Zubcic, now Fraser. Still Fraser. Zabalin. Pass, and out it goes to Kolesnikov, who makes it. And he nails another one. His third three-pointer of the night. From the opposite side this time. Never in doubt. 5 on the shot clock. With less than a minute to go in this second quarter, it just extends the lead to 6. As another timeout is called. Well, that three from Kolesnikov has just made things a little bit better as far as the home side are concerned. Back up to a 6-point lead, which is what they had, remember, at the end of the first quarter. And if they maintain that, they'll be satisfied, you would imagine. Brown. Pass out here to Ponitka. Ponitka draws the foul. It's Petway instead who's been penalised. 6-point lead still intact as Fraser goes up and somehow didn't go in that time. Fraser gets it again. A little bit of a scramble and away come Karsiyaka. The fast break, and it's going to be an easy 2. Timeout called again. Really swift break this. And Begul puts it up. Makes no mistake.
Go, guys.
the ball, you make screen, you fake, go. Stop. You go, maybe pass and shot. After this, you go this position for shot. Not go under the basket. Only number 5. Okay. Let's try to. If they play any pick with number 5, okay, we will hedge like this and we go under both. With 4 we switch a little. Okay. Fake hedge under both with 5. Just with pen, just with pen. Quick under both.
Still a little bit of time left. A few seconds remaining in this first half. 4-point lead for Avtodor Saratov. Might get one last chance before that buzzer goes. Fraser puts his shot up, misses, and no change to the scoreline. So the Turkish side able to just remove a couple of points from the deficit. They were 6 points down at the end of the first quarter. They trail by 4 at the halfway stage. Avtodor Saratov leading Pinar Karsiyaka by 41 points to 37. Nick Minerath, the star man really, with 14 points and some pretty spectacular play from him in the opening 20 minutes of this Basketball Champions League game. Week 4, remember, in the regular season. Both of these sides with 2 wins and 1 defeat so far. So home side, Avtodor Saratov, aiming to make it a 3rd win of the campaign. They have been the better team for the most part in this first half. Minerath, as I mentioned, 14 points, 6 assists from Stockton as well. He picked out Minerath on quite a few occasions. Saw some pretty spectacular stuff from those two at times here. We got underway. Home side were hoping to recover from that rather disappointing defeat to Aradia last week. Minerath set about making that happen. Brilliant pass to him from Fraser. A slam from Minerath, who was on fire, particularly in the early stages. Went a little bit quiet towards the end of that first half, but he's going to have a big say in this game, it would seem. The best of those alley-oops is yet to come, by the way. Karshiyaka had their moments. Ponitka with 11 points in that first half. It's a slam from Owens, who's been a little quieter. Some good 3-point shooting as well from both sides. This was Kolyushkin and Zubcic nailing one from long range. It's the only 3 points he's managed so far in the game, but it was an impressive 3. That was probably the play of the game. Look at this from Minerath. A little reverse in the air from the pass from Stockton. It was absolutely outstanding, breathtaking stuff. Some pretty spectacular basketball at times from Nick Minerath, who is leading his side to victory as things stand. There is still a long way to go, and it is only a 4-point lead at this stage of the game, 41-37. Credit to Karsiyaka for the way they've come back in this second quarter. They've shaved a couple of points off that lead that Saratov had at the end of the first quarter. 6 points ahead at the end of the first, 4 points ahead at the halfway stage. We'll be back in around about 10 minutes' time for more coverage of the Basketball Champions League. Promises to be an exciting second half. So make sure you join us for that. Saratov leading Karsiyaka at the break by 41 points to 37. Welcome back to the Cristal Arena in Saratov. Just 4 points between these two teams as things stand. Avtodor Saratov leading by 41 points to 37. Karsiyaka making a little bit of a comeback in that second quarter, but not a great deal to choose between the two sides at the moment, although the Russians have been in front pretty much from the start. An impressive performance from Nick Minarath. Some really wonderful plays that he was on the end of. Great finishing from him. 6 assists as well for the number 20, Michael Stockton. Dewan Summers and Ponitka starting to get things back on track for the visiting side. They still have hopes of turning this around. Remember, both of these teams have won 2 and lost 1 coming into the 4th week of the regular season in the Basketball Champions League. Both will be holding out high hopes of making it through to the next stage of this brand new European basketball competition. The home side, as I say, have been in front pretty much from the start, and they've almost threatened to run away with it at times, taking a big lead into the 3rd quarter, but it hasn't turned out that way. Karsiyaka responding very, very well. And particularly towards the end of that second quarter, they started taking some of their chances, and there weren't quite as many loose passes as there were in the latter stages of the first quarter and the early stage of the second quarter, where they were really gifting the ball away far too easily. Summers, Brown and Ponitka all very much involved in that comeback. The two teams just getting ready for the start of the 3rd quarter here in Group B, the Basketball Champions League, week 4 of the regular season. The coaches will just have a few words of encouragement, a few directions before we get back underway here in Saratov.
You don't have post up, you don't have shot. Reverse screen, roll, dribble, follow, move, attack. Okay. Run back.
So can Saratov hold out here for what would be a vital victory? Keep up their excellent start. They have been struggling domestically, of course. A 4-point lead is something they'll be relatively happy with. Maybe a little disappointed that they allowed Karsiyaka back into it as much as they did in that second quarter, because, as I say, they were threatening to really run away with it at times. And here is Stockton and Minarath, those two combining very well. Once again, 2 more for the big man. 16 points already for Nick Minarath, starting the 3rd quarter, as he means to go on. Opens up a 6-point lead for the Russians. This is Owens. Now Ponitka. Ponitka finds Jacoban Brown, who puts it up and misses. He might get a second bite at it here. And the big 3 attempted from Summers is good. Cuts that lead in half. 3-point game. 43-40. Summers moves on to 7 points. singled out as one of the key men ahead of this particular game. It's taken him a little while to get going, but he's starting to show signs of really having a big say in the outcome here. Pinar again leaves it, and the 3-point attempted and missed by Kolesnikov. Panitka and Stockton tangling here. Stockton penalised, and Summers puts up a 2 and misses. Follow-up wasn't put in either, but Panitka was there. Draws the foul, makes the shot, and he has the opportunity to tie this game. This to make it 43 points all. Panitka never in doubt. And they have wiped out that 4-point deficit in less than a minute and a half in this third quarter. Stockton into Pinar again. He's a really tricky customer. It is the combination that has undone Karsiyaka on so many occasions in this game. He can now add to his personal tally with a couple of attempts from the line here. 16 points so far for Pinar, 7 assists for Stockton. (16 points and 4 rebounds. 17 points now with that first free throw. Chance to make it an even 18. 2-point lead for Avtodor Saratov. And might just get the lead changing hands a couple of times now in this third quarter, but something that Avtodor have managed to avoid for long periods in this game. They've always managed to keep Karsiyaka at arm's length. Brown goes in and puts up the 2 to level it up again. Jacoban Brown, who's offered a little bit of everything so far tonight. To double figures, that's 12 points he's got now. 6 rebounds and 6 assists as well, so having a really big say. This is Zubcic who puts it up, doesn't quite get it to go. Kept alive here, Pinar will go for the 3, he misses. And ball is kept alive here by Pinar Karsiyaka. Could they possibly have the opportunity now to take the lead for the first time in this second half? And first time since the very early stages of the first quarter, in fact. And up it goes. Couldn't quite make it in the end, Brown. And it comes to nothing for Pinar Karsiyaka. Stockton into Pinar. That combination again, not a successful one this time. Here's Owens, Brown. Brown goes up, misses, but the follow-up is good. Just tips it in there to give Karsiyaka the lead. What a good start to the second half for them. Timeout is called. The Turkish side up by 2. Jacob Brown's had a big say at the start of this third quarter. He's had a big impact on the game as a whole, in fact. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. 12 points for Jacob Brown. Could he absolutely prince in the end? Certainly all to play for. No closer to knowing who's going to come out on top here. The Russians holding on to that lead for a long, long time, and it has got away. They have got it back though. Zubcic with a big three. His second three-pointer puts Avtodor Saratov back in front, albeit by just the 1 point. Owens to Brown, and Brown puts it up for Owens, who couldn't quite finish. Carrera has been penalised though for the foul. As Owens looked to slam that down. Less than impressed with the decision, as you can see, but replay showing the call was right, and Owens has the chance again from the line, which he takes advantage of first time around. All tied up at 48 points each, and Owens makes another one as well. Brown adds another. He'll get the possession back here, of course. Technical foul from Carrera, so Owens unable to make that go. 2-point lead as Zubcic nails yet another three-pointer. His third of the game, and Saratov back in front, 51-50. We are in for some finish here. Crowd are cheering, crying out for Zubcic, who just made that three-pointer. Minarath with a rebound, and away come the home side again. Stockton, though, effectively giving it away to Jacob Brown. One-point game. Summers puts up the big two, the long two not successful this time. That's nicely done. Minarath with the rebound. And, puts in the two himself, drawing the foul in the process. Minarath moving on to 20 points. Well, if they are going to come out on top, then it's going to be down to this man leading the way for his team in terms of rebounding as well as point scoring. 21 points now, 6 rebounds. A valuable contribution from Nick Minarath. A 4-point lead for Avtodor Saratov. A little under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Still a long, long way to go. Here's Jacob Brown. Summers now looking to be successful here with a trip to the line. First one is good. Karsiyaka at the moment just shading it in this third quarter. Scored 15 points since the start of the second half here compared to the 13 of their opponents, which has cut the deficit down to 2. They have been in front, of course, in this third quarter as well. Brown makes it. 2 more for him. Jacob Brown, another player having a really big impact. Brown is the man penalised this time for the foul on Kolesnikov. It's good to see Dillard out there in this third quarter, by the way, after he hobbled off towards the end of the second. Wondered whether we'd see anything more of him in the game, but he's out there at the moment for Pinar Karsiyaka. Here is Fraser. Fraser goes in, and passes it out. It's come to Kolesnikov and Minarat. And, it's a nice pass from Minarat. Didn't have a lot of room for error. Managed to find his target. And Zabalin then wasn't able to make it count under pressure from Petway. Yushkin. Zabalin. Oh, intercepted. And the break is on here for Pinar Karsiyaka. Summers. Petway leaves it for Brown. And it comes to Ponitka. Looking to increase his personal tally of 16 points. As Dillard gathers it up at the other end. Comes forward quickly once more, behind the bounce, behind the back pass rather, which goes to Summers. And comes to nothing in the end. Fraser unable to hold on to that one. Dillard looking to spring the fast break. Disappointed they didn't make the most of it there. They are still all tied up at 54 points all. It's Minarat. Nicholas Minarat. The shot goes up and misses from Kolesnikov. Still it's all square. Owens. Ponitka. Pass into Owens, nicely done. Somehow that didn't go in. How did that not go in from Owens? It's a lovely pass. It's as though he did everything right. Just expecting this one to end up trickling down through the net, but no joy this time for Josh Owens. This game's so finely poised. Brown. Petway, it's good. Pinar Karsiyaka take the lead, 3 points. The difference, 5 points in total for Petway. This is Minarat. Draws the foul. Kolesnikov. He draws the foul this time. Petway is penalised, his 4th foul, so he's in a bit of trouble here. There's the contact. Free throw missed. Well, they've wasted that opportunity. Kolesnikov will be bitterly disappointed with that one. Well, this is going to count. Klimenko felt that he got the block in there, but it's goaltending. Suddenly it's a 5-point lead for Pinar Karsiyaka. Fraser puts it up and misses, and all of a sudden Saratov all over the place, failing to make their chances count. The three goes up and doesn't go in, but the follow-up eventually falls to Owens. Dillard inside, Petway. Klimenko, I think, has been penalised again here. More frustration for Avtodor. Sergei Mukin not at all happy. Fraser Steiner, but Petway has the chance here. Makes the first one. Klimenko is still discussing it with the officials here. That's a couple of decisions that he feels have gone against him in the last few seconds. Technical. Means we have another here, which is missed by Brown. Timeout is called. It's been a terrific response this from Karsiyaka, down by 4 at the halfway stage. And with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter, they are up by 5. 9 points better off than they were at the midway point. They have turned things around in an impressive way. They do have a few players potentially in trouble if they commit any more fouls. Petway is the real man in danger with 4. Jacob Brown gets us back underway. Trying to make the most of these final few moments here. Brown. Puts up the 3, it's good! Jacob Brown, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. What a night he's having. Wouldn't rule him out having a very, very good night indeed. The way his side are going at the moment, suddenly leading by 10. Backcourt violation, just the latest in a long list of problems for the Russian side, who've, I won't say collapsed in this third quarter, but they're certainly making life very difficult for themselves. Certainly didn't see Turkish side having a 10-point lead at this stage. This is Dillard. Dillard puts it up, just not quite enough on it. Now Fraser. Saratov needs something here, and in it goes from Pinar. 23 points on the night for him. But they need a little more. Dillard puts it up, and the finish is good. Eventually it finds its way in. Owens restoring that 10-point lead. It's looking very good indeed now for the Turkish side. Into the third quarter, up by 10, 56-66. It's a terrific way to finish that third quarter. Avtodor Saratov now have it all to do. 10-point deficit to wipe out in just 10 minutes.
Play in defense. Communication, please. Communication. No silence. Please. Go.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's go. Wait for the screen. This guy can come with advantage. Let me play. Okay. Take care of the ball. No easy turnovers. Okay. And we have 3 timeouts.
Well, what a terrific performance from Karsiyaka in the third quarter, getting themselves into a commanding position here. They have a 10-point lead. So 10-point advantage as we go into the final 10 minutes of this one. Saratov have it all to do, but there's Owens to increase the advantage. Made that look easy, slams it down. 12-point lead. And Avtodor Saratov. Trailing by 12. It's really not looking good at all for the Russians. They're all gone to plan, really, in the early stages, and they were in a very, very strong position. Things could be about to get even better. It's an opportunity missed for Karsiyaka. So the unsportsmanlike foul, giving this opportunity here to Karsiyaka, who fails with the first attempt. He does make the second one, but it's still a long way back here. Fraser. Minarath. Fraser. And it's goaltending that. So 2 added to the scoreboard for Saratov, much needed. Zubcic gets the credit for it. The lead is back into single figures now for Pinar Karsiyaka. Dillard. And it comes to Bonitka and Petway. Dillard again. 3 on the shot clock. Petway gets it away in time, misses. Minarath with the rebound. Gathers it up comfortably. There's the 3, which comes to nothing. It's still a chance here for Avtodor. Giving it away. Karsiyaka can take their time, really. Whenever they're in possession now, you imagine they will try and keep things at a fairly slow pace. The block there from Owens. Foul is called. Fourth foul for Owens, who's made plenty of contributions tonight. Minarath with a foul, his second of the game. Pinar Karsiyaka continue to be frustrated. You just sense the unrest in the Russian crowd here. Frustrated, I think, that their team have seemingly gone off the boil here, having been so impressive in that first half. All of a sudden it's looking like a big task here, but the 3 goes up and in! Massive three-pointer from Karsiyaka, much needed for the Russians. Timeout is called and it's a 6-point game. Karsiyaka nailing that long ranger. And that will certainly give his side a lift here. There's still plenty of time to go.
Sit here. Hey, accept this 4 down or 5 down. When they make cross screen for the big guys, we switch everything. When they make this cut.
Minarath with 12 points, 23 points, I beg your pardon, so far, 8 rebounds as well. It's Jacob Brown who's been the star man for Karsiyaka. Outstanding contribution.
Let's go, guys.
18 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. A little bit of everything from him. And a 6-point game here. Plenty of time for Avtodor Saratov to turn this around. 3-pointer from Karsiyaka just before the timeout. It's making things look a lot better for the Russians as another 3 goes up but misses this time. Now Brandon Fraser. And try and make something happen here and close this gap even more. Another 3. No good. Bagel with the rebound. Dillard has it now. Kevin Dillard again, just looking to slow things down a bit here. Long way to go. Dillard is penalised. Still a 6-point gap here. That's the foul from Kevin Dillard. Fraser puts up the shot, misses. Dillard. Oh, and given away. Fraser, behind the back pass and the finish from Pinar. Never going to miss that one. 25 points. Nick Pinar, the 28-year-old, fired his side into a big lead in the first half. Hoping to fire his side into a comeback here in the second as the pass goes astray. And all of a sudden it's turning. Fraser just looking across and then casually finding his teammate here. Little behind the back pass and lovely finish. A slam from Pinar. Never in doubt. 4-point game. Pass out wide. Pinar thought about the three. Zubcic. Karsiyaka misses. Rebound is gathered comfortably by Ponitka. It's Jacob Brown. Summers. Rebound from Carrera. And it comes to Carrera once again, who misses the three. Dillard again takes control. Jacob Brown. Only three on the shot clock. He's got to get it away. He does. And he misses. Carrera. To Karsiyaka. Zubcic. And Kolesnikov. And he misses the three. A bit of a barren spell as far as point scoring goes here. And a total of 15 three-pointers in the game. Owens. Jacob Brown. Again it misses. And the referee just taking his time making the decision here. And the big cheer tells you which way it's gone. There was an almighty scramble. A difficult one for the referee to call, really. And it has gone the Russians' way. Avtodor down by 4. A little over 4 minutes to go. Pass inside, but the whistle had gone already.
номер 20 команды Каршияка, второй фол, second foul.
Ponitka's foul. Zubcic will go to the line. Tomislav Zubcic, 11 points so far. Unable to increase it there. Makes the second one. So a 3-point game. Saratov have done well to get this back. A little nervy here as Dillard goes up for the 2 and misses. And it comes to Kolesnikov and Zubcic. Karsiyaka drawing the foul from Dillard. Karsiyaka makes the first free throw. And the second. Karsiyaka has been penalised here. Thought for a moment he might have won it back fairly. Not the case. 1 point game. 3.5 minutes plus remaining. Here's Jacob Brown. Karsiyaka hoping that he can make something happen. There's a scramble for the ball again. Referee's going to have to stop it here. We'll have a jump ball here, I think. It's an almighty scramble. Away side. Looking for a timeout here, I think. Oh, this is going to be some finish. The referee's still in the discussion here. Eventually, we are back underway. A little over 3 minutes to go. Zubcic, there it is, Saratov lead. Timeout is called. What a comeback. They've got themselves in front, they lead by 1. And it is all to play for in this final quarter. So close. Too close to call at the moment. Petway already fouled out of the game. Owens in a little bit of trouble as well. This was the moment that Zubcic got his team back in front. Look at the reaction there from Tomislav Zubcic. Knows how big that could be. It's been a bit of a disastrous final quarter so far for Pinar Karsiyaka. They've only scored 2 points. And there are around about 3 minutes to go, just over 3 minutes left. Bagel. Up it goes again, and in it goes again. A little untidy, and Owens is down. So a little bit of concern here for Josh Owens. He's back on his feet now. Almost looked as though this was going to be lost as Brown put it up, but Owens just about getting it to go. Took a heavy fall. That was the price he paid. More importantly, from his point of view, he's put his team back in front. They lead by 1. What a tight finish we're in for. And for just making sure the court isn't slippery, because Owens did slip as he came down here. Just managed to scoop it in almost. And fell really heavily. He got the 2. It's a response here from Saratov. Just inside the arc. And Kolesnikov has put them back in front again. And you get the feeling the lead will change hands frequently between now and the end of the game, as Summers misses the chance to put his team into the lead. Kolyushkin. Minarath. Kolyushkin again. Zubcic. Kolyushkin. No good. Another scramble. And travelling is called. That call gets a big cheer from the home crowd. He feels hard done by. Pinar Karsiyaka are not happy at all. There's still plenty of discussion going on here. The players are actually having to go over and try and calm their coach down. Nenad Markovic unhappy with the travelling call here. And a technical foul. Means that it is a chance again for Minarath to increase the lead from the line, and he is still seething there. A technical foul called against the bench. And Minarath making that free throw to give Saratov the 2-point lead. Here is again Minarath. Comes inside, puts up the 2, draws the foul. Karsiyaka in danger of just losing their discipline altogether. Could be really costly. Nick Minarath. He has 26 points. That 27. Seven out of 7 from the line so far. Minarath, can he make it 8 from 8 for a 4-point lead? He can. And the Russians, who have completely dominated this fourth quarter, it's been very disappointing from a Turkish perspective. They haven't got a lot of time left. They've got to try and stay calm. Zubcic has to ground. Foul is called against him. It's the third team foul for Saratov. And we're leading by 4 points. With just 87 seconds of play remaining. Panitka to Brown. And Brown, and was that block there? Denied by goal, and it comes again. Well, they put up the 2. It's Jacobin Brown who moves on to 20. How about this? It was just the fingertips. Stopped it from going. Kolyushkin and Carrera lost it, but managed to get the shot away anyway, but misses. 45 seconds left, 2 points in it. Jacobin Brown. Brown turns, shoots, and levels it up. 2 more for him. 22 points for Jacoban Brown, 7 rebounds and 9 assists as well. He is flying tonight. And he is dragging his team back into this in the closing stages. 74 points all with just 20 seconds to go. Who's going to claim it? Oh, it's lost here by the home side. Pinar Karsiyaka could be about to snatch this. It is a foul. There are 5 seconds to go. Could be heading for overtime, or we could have one last chance. Could be one shot to win it. We have a timeout as both teams prepare to cope with these final 5 seconds of this absorbing contest. So, Jacoban Brown, well, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Is he going to be heavily involved here? You would imagine he will be. In the final 5 seconds of this game, as the Turkish side look to steal it at the death. Time for one last play. It's got to be done quickly, and it's got to be done well. Foul would give them the chance to win the game as well. The shot's got to go up, in it goes! And is that the moment that victory is assured? Less than a second remaining. Ponitka making this shot. Carrera couldn't stop him. Turkish side all ready to celebrate. They feel they've won this. Is there enough time for one desperate attempt from Avtodor Saratov? It looks as though it's been dramatically snatched here from Ponitka. Matej Ponitka with 18 points in total. Brown on 22, making a valuable contribution as well. But is this the winning moment? Ponitka saw the opportunity, managed to execute the shot perfectly. Surely the winning moment, surely it is the winning moment. Less than a second on the clock. It's going to have to take something truly special, truly remarkable, to make this a home win. Ponitka silenced this crowd with that 2-point shot. This needs something special. Kolesnikov is waiting here, just making sure that everything is in order. The clocks are all showing the right time. Everyone knows exactly what's going on. This is so crucial. We'll make it about 1 second, maybe just under, remaining. So much tension. And this weight is just adding to it. And the question still remains, has Ponitka won this or not? Karsiyaka will do absolutely everything to make sure that this lead stays intact. It's got to go up almost straight away. It does go up, but it's no good. And the celebrations can begin now. Pinar Karsiyaka stealing it in the final moments of the game. It looked as though it was getting away from them in the final quarter. They've won it by 2, 76-74 after a dramatic finish. And the man of the moment, Mateusz Ponitka, who put up that 2 almost on the buzzer. There was still time for one last desperate attempt from Avtodor Saratov, but ultimately they have come up just a little short. They fought back really well in that fourth quarter, starting at 10 points down. They led until very late on, really. They turned it around very quickly. Pinar Karsiyaka just about had enough in the end to see it over the line. Truly dramatic. Nick Minerath with 28 points ends up on the losing side. 8 rebounds as well for him. Jacob Brown was only a fraction away from a triple-double. Very, very close indeed for him. 22 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. But arguably the star performer of the night. Certainly the man who seemed to get his team back into it and eventually dragged them over the finish line. Pinar Karsiyaka can celebrate their 3rd win in 4 games in the Basketball Champions League. And perhaps more impressively, they have only played 1 of those 4 games at home, so winning 3 and losing 1 when they've only played 1 at home and 3 on the road suggests that they are going to be serious contenders in this group. And the celebrations are going on the court now. Terrific performance from the Turkish side. In the end, they did just enough. It was a wonderful matchup, really well fought out and really closely matched. Both of these sides, I'm sure, will be serious contenders to progress in this competition. Ultimately, disappointment for the Russian side. Duan Summers didn't have his most productive night. 6 rebounds, 9 points, 1 assist. But there's the man who made a huge difference. Jacob Brown with 22 points. 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Just inches away from a triple-double, which would have been something truly special, and probably something that his performance deserved, but he produced some of the best moments of this game, particularly in the closing stages. He dragged them back into it when it looked as though Avtodor Saratov were going to take it all away from them. Zubcic, Kolyushkin and Kolesnikov all into double figures as far as point scoring goes. 14 for Zubcic, 11 each for Kolyushkin, Kolesnikov. And that was the moment where he got his side back in front. Petway firing in from long range, and points were well shared out amongst the visiting side. The contributions came from pretty much everybody. 18 points for Ponitka, the man who scored the winning 2. Owens making a valuable contribution as well with 13 points, including this slam. 22 points from Brown. Those 3 really making the big difference. And a few others involved as well. Summers and Bagel, Petway and Dillard. Now, Dillard did have a pretty quiet night by his standards. Still involved in a vital victory. Minarath must have thought he was going to come away with the victory, having racked up a huge number of points. 28 he finished with in the end, as well as a total of 8 rebounds. So a couple of contentious calls. Difficult calls for the referee to make, and the coaches weren't particularly happy. Nenad Markovic in particular had a couple of moments, couple of flashpoints, and the bench actually getting too involved at one stage. Technical foul called against them. But after a difficult period in the fourth quarter, they fought back really well. Kolesnikov putting away this 3 pretty late on in that third quarter. It was a point at which you felt it was going to be a night belonging to the Russian side, until they did just enough. This is the flashpoint. It's led to a technical foul. The bench reacting badly. Decision of the referee, and that was the moment, the winning moment from Mateusz Ponitka. A moment that he will not forget. A moment where his side produced a victory here in Russia. They've beaten Avtodor Saratov by 76 points to 74. Remember to keep watching the Champions League every Tuesday and Wednesday.